Hello and welcome back to Factory Town. In our last episode, we finished up, or we had to do a little bit of changing here to the ward making because we ran out of surface stone, and now we're mining underground stone. But I wanted to come over here because I noticed while we were watching the premiere that I didn't prospect correctly here, so we need to add those into the prospect. And then I wanted to take a look at this again because I want to see if I don't think it's mining this. It's not. So maybe we need to do mine shaft like this. Yep, it just lit up. Okay, so this is how you work mine shafts. You have to connect the mine shaft to the mine. Duh. Jeez. If you want to connect a mine shaft to another material, and now when I mouse over this, the mine lights up because it's linked to that piece. So we could have done this all if we wanted to spend a bunch of pickaxes and rail tiles and reinforced planks. Well, I guess we did spend rail tiles and reinforced planks anyway, but we could have potentially done all this with mine shafts in one mine, but this works fine out the way we've got it, and it spreads out the load a little bit. And the only risk or issue is are we producing enough? And we're not, but we're producing enough for what the train can handle, so I guess we are. We might end up having to double or to increase that train capacity, but that'll be part of our end game rebalance. So I wanted to come back over here because I'm continually losing my mind over this build. As you can see, I did do some after the episode, but then I thought about this and something occurred to me that I did the math wrong again. And the big reason that I'm messing up the math is because these are boosted via the global boost. These are boosted via the global boost. These are not boosted via the global boost. And I keep jumping back and forth incorrectly on this. So I want to just redo this math again from the beginning and make sure that I have it correctly because I don't think that I do. So here we need to have, for each one of these, we need to have one stone times 4 because we're going to have a 400% global boost at the end, at least. Times 4, that's 4 of each of the stones every 30 seconds, times 3 means 12 every 30 seconds of each element, plus the mana crystals, which we'll deal with separately later. 12 of each element. These will produce 12 every 30 seconds of each element, just for this alone. These will produce 1 every 6 seconds, which is 5 every 30 seconds, because we do not have a boost here. So this is 5 every 30 seconds. Each one's producing 5. And so we're producing 15 of each of these, and we're producing 25 of each of these, because not only are we using these stones here, we're also going to use them over here for these things, which are going to require 4 every 10 seconds, or if we're extending it out to 30, 12 every 30 seconds here, and then eventually 12 every 30 seconds here as well. So that means that these need to have twice as much production as twice as much demand on these as we have on these, but because of rounding, these end up being 3, these end up being 5. So this part is correct. However, this is the part that I messed up. It's the next part. These need to have 8 elixirs every 6 seconds, not boosted. I kept boosting these when I kept talking about them. Not boosted. 8 elixirs every 6 seconds for each fire temple. If we, again, our least common multiple least common multiple is 30. So that means multiply this by 5. That's 40 elixirs every 30 seconds are needed. And this will produce 4 times 4 every 10 seconds. Triple that, that's 48 every 30 seconds. Which means that one of these produces more than one of these needs. I don't know, other than quadrupling this number here, which I think is what I did because I forgot about the speed bonus. So all of this stuff is superfluous. All of it. So all that terraforming we did, waste of time. Yeah, all of it. So the other thing that I want to point out is that I don't need chutes for these. These are going to go in mana pipes. So that's another gaffe that I did. So basically that whole last episode was pretty much just undone. So what I want to do here is rip this all apart. But I wanted to do this introduction to this episode before I ripped it all apart, just so that you could see that I suffered greatly, I guess. So I want to look at one more piece of math here, and that's the firestones. We need to have 4 firestones times 4, which is 16, every 10 seconds per refinery. But now we know we only need 1 refinery for each fire temple, which means that we can probably put, that's a rate of 1.6 firestones per second for each refinery. That means we can probably put all 5 of these refineries on probably 2 or 3 chutes. Maybe I'll do like 1 chute for each pair, and then one will be by itself, kind of thing. And then here we'll have 2 chutes, one for the first pair and then one for the third one. So that radically simplifies this whole build, and that means that I don't have to bring earth and water stones in down to the other end. I can bring them in down here and shoot them down to that area. So what I'm going to do now is probably cry a little, but also delete all of this stuff that's to the left of this imaginary line right here. And then I think we're going to also reorganize these a little bit, because now that we know we have all this space, why spread this stuff out as far as it is? We can definitely go with cramming this stuff closer together. So I'm going to, assuming that all my math is correct this time, I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to tear apart all this stuff over here, and then I'll bring you all back in, and we can hopefully get this thing hooked up correctly. The good news is all these refineries and rechargers, all the materials we used to build with them here can get moved over here, and I don't have to wait for a bunch of more stuff to get built. So I'll be back in a moment. And I'm back. So I have removed most everything, but I want to, of course, do this rearrangement here on camera. So what I want to do here is I want to move these rechargers. Actually, I should have just probably deleted them. But I want to move these rechargers so that they are out here like this. I guess it doesn't really matter which direction. So that I can move these in closer together, even right up next to each other. Oh, yes, we can. Yes, we can. I'm pretty sure we can. Let's jump into the mana overlay. Let's see, mana pipe. I think I can come out like this and in like this. And I could just do that for the same pattern for all of them, like this. And then I could have the chute coming this way. And each chute can come in. Let me make sure there's not any weird. Point those that way. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Each chute can come in like this and go just like this, right into that. So actually I don't even need this here. And that can be the first chute, and we just need to have all this stuff comes out. I should have taken these all out too. All this stuff comes out. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. So that makes this a much smaller build than originally feared. I think I'm going to end up moving this train station over a bit, because I think I'm still going to just have these train stations be the drop-offs, and then have everything be collected from here that's being shipped out. Because also, the temples are going to output the crystals, which can be in mana pipes, and the mana reactors are going to output the omni stones, which will eventually be able to be in omni pipes, I assume. But even if they can't, a couple of short cloth belts there will be more than enough. So I think what I'm going to do here is change this up so that we have 4 firestones and 4 earthstone slots like this on this one, and then we'll have the air and the water on this one over here. But I think I'm going to shift this over to maybe here. We're going to need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chutes coming out of here eventually. We can do this like that. This like, let's do that too. There and there. These can go here and here. And here. Yeah, this is so much less insane. So much less. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit of space here, maybe 2 spaces just for aesthetic reasons. And then we'll do this one like that. So that makes me feel so much better because that was pretty insane. We were having that much stuff we didn't need. Now, of course, we're still going to need a lot of mana crystals to seed it with, but we don't need a lot of them otherwise. For this, they're going to be used for other things, like... Well, these are just seeded too. Oh, wait, we burn them... We burn them here. Right. Okay, so then that... Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I want to do a... First level here. Second level... here. And then we'll do the third one here. And I need to also set those filters to be fire stones. I wish it would do the auto filtering when you have the thing set with all the filters, even though there's no items in there yet. If it would auto filter with just what's been selected to be when it's all filtered. I mean, I kind of understand it if it's not all filtered, but when it's all filtered, it would be, I think, useful for that. And this one goes here and here. And then we go this way. And this one goes here. And that will work. And that is awesome. And then these are disconnected by fluid pipes. And then the underground is going to be mana pipes like this, which I already did as a demonstration, but we need to have a splitter here. Actually correct already. Which is interesting though, because I guess this isn't producing at its full speed yet. It's only producing 3/4 of its full speed right now. So that makes sense. That's why the temples were always waiting, because we were like 200 something %, and we're getting up to 400 eventually. Okay, so I'll do some of the more repetitive underground stuff. No, we can do some of it. We can do some of it. Let's do this. Yeah, this is much, much less insane. Like, very much less. I go there. That would have been very horrible to hook up that much all the way and then realize after it was already running that we didn't need it. That would have been horrid. Okay, and then these are connected via fluid pipes. Just like that. And I think I'm going to train in those 2 sets of stones. We'll set up a mine and train those in, and then we can work on the other 2 after. These are going to be those crystals. We also need to bring in... We'll need to seed these with mana. I guess we should probably set that up soon. Let me compress these a bit. Just so that we have them... We have the space down on the other end. After I flattened all this stuff out. That we don't need. So then this actually is going to be different. Because we're going to burn... Where do we burn these at? Here. We're going to burn 2 every 6 seconds. Times 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Times 16. 2 times 16 is 32 every 6 seconds. These produce an 8-second cycle, so these are going to produce every 24 seconds. This one I think I did have right. It was 128. Because 4 times 32 is 128. And then these are going to produce 4 every 8 seconds times 3 is 12 every 8 seconds, which means we do need 11 of these still. I did have that math right. Yay for me. So I'm going to make 12, I think, because we're going to probably output some here, and we can always add more later too. But I think I'll make 12 here, and I think I'll put them maybe again the 2 space here. There we go. And then something like this. I'm thinking that I might put these in a barn down here. Something like that. But we'll have to see how that works. Actually, maybe that should be something I do sooner rather than later. So these are gonna, each column of these is going to have to run through all of these temples. And then the surplus will go into maybe this train station to be shipped out, I think is what I want to do. So we're going to have 6 of these in each column for 12 total. And then let's see how this looks on the mana layer for connecting. Actually, wait a minute. These are only producing 1 every 6 seconds. So that's a total of 5 of these every 6 seconds, which is less than 1 per second. So I think what we can do with this is actually simple. That is to take a single mana pipe like this and just do a merge on it. And go into the barn, of course, like that. No. Well, almost, but no. I want to do it like this. Because I want... That's going to be messy still. Maybe I want to put some more space in here. Will that help? Kind of. If I do this, does that connect this connector or does it not? It's hard to say. I don't think it does, but it might. So I need to get... Yeah, I think I want to do some more space here. We have plenty of space now. So I think I want to move these over by 2 more spaces. And if I do that, I can move this one over by 1 more space. That takes this out, puts it there. These can come out like that. These need to all come out too. And then we'll do this like this. Oops. I have the connector. And that can go like this. I think this will work better. Because I know we can cross... let's see. Move these. And this. I know we can cross these like this. And like this. And now the only deal is... How do I get all 4 of these into each one of these? Maybe a space in there. Because we're going to have these also coming out like this somehow. And so I need to get all 4 of these into each one of these some way. If you take this road... I think we're going to have to go like this. And then you can go... I think like this. And then you can go like that. And then you can come across to here and here and here. And I think that's just insane enough to work. So now the only other problem is we also need to get all 4 of these potentially to this train station, or just these 2. Well, that might be the easiest method, or the easiest of all. Oh, but I forgot something. I forgot something. And the thing I forgot is we need to also be able to get mana crystals in and out of this middle mana reactor for recharging. And this needs to be 4 times 4, 16 mana crystals every 30 seconds. And these recharge 1 every 4 seconds. So this is 16 divided by 30 is just over 0.5. And this recharges 1 every 4, which is exactly 0.25. Did I mess something else up again here? 4 every 10. Yeah, it's just because these are 4. Okay, so we need to have 3 rechargers for each mana reactor. So maybe... Could I buy myself... I can buy myself 1 more space here, which would help, because I can take... this out. Those can connect. This can go here now. And then this... and this... and then this one... needs to not be here. You connect across. I'm gonna redo all this. Doggone it. Let's see. This one goes straight into there. This one comes out like this, and like this. This one comes out like this, and like that. And this one goes... oh, these also need to come into here. No, actually. Let's change this again. Changing it again. Back up for a minute. This one instead. Can't do that. Can't do that either. Doggone it. Go there, you come here. This one, I think I want to go here and here. I hope that's right. That's nice and spaghettified. Cross that. And I want you to come all the way through to here. Oops. Take these out. Missing one. Missing this one. And then this needs to go here. And I think I need to do something like this. Like that. Nope. I need to have 2 spots still left here, and I don't have them. What if we come out all the way out to here? like that. That gives me enough space left, but that doesn't give me enough space to work with. It's a puzzle, because if I were using belts, I could just do this above ground. I suppose I could just do this above ground. The rechargers, that is. That's an option. We don't have to use mana pipes for rechargers. We could use belts. These only consume... I mean, they're only producing 16 every 30 seconds, which is less than 0.5. So this is really just a job for a cloth belt anyway. We could just do something crazy like this. I don't know why it's... Oh, that's why. And then do cloth belts. I would need one more space to do the splitters properly. Unless I do these out to the side. Okay, stop clicking the wrong keys, Wally. Put these ones here. Oops. These ones here. And then these ones... could be... here. No. They have to be out of the way a little bit. Maybe like here. Let's see if that'll work. This will come out and then go here with a splitter, with a splitter. Now it's going to start trying to throw them in the barn. But if the barn's filtered, then it will, but then it won't. Let's check. This goes this way. Then this goes this way. Oh, it won't throw them into the barn anyway. I think that craziness will actually work. And that's not there. And then these can go like this, with these three set like that. Again, this goes here, here, and here. And then this can just go, oops, this can just go right back in. And this comes out, boom, 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 back in. As crazy as that is, it actually does work. I just don't really want to redo these pipes again. Although, I suppose that I could. The only other thing that needs to come out of these now is Omni pipes, which are going to be more easily done, or on a different layer. But these could really be moved down by one. I'd have to change all of these though. And do I want to do that? I don't think so. The only thing that I need to do now is put splitters in here. This one needs to go here. And I think that's it. This one needs a splitter here and here. This one needs a splitter here, and that's it. And this one needs a splitter here and here. So you have two that are even splits and two that are kind of manifolds. But a manifold of 3 isn't too bad, so I think we'll be okay there. Okay, let's see. Next up, I guess we could set these filters. Let's do fire crystal. Fire crystal. And I think I'm going to do the input filters here. And then air crystal. Again. This barn's going to be earth. And water. Okay. These are going to be here. Feeding them into these. But we're going to have to siphon them off to seed everything first. And then we need to have, we have the mana pipes already here. These will go into this barn the same way. So they go into this barn. Then they're going to come out of this barn and go out and around somehow to get to the train station to be sent out. I didn't set these filters. Oopsie. Earthstone. Earthstone. So I think I'm going to end this episode here. I'm going to mirror this setup on this side. Have the other train stations set up here. And then... For some reason these barns don't look like they're in line with each other. But they are. I don't know why. Do they? That's weird. I think it's just the angle. Maybe. And then we can... hook... We'll probably have to hook up the mana first so we can seed all of these before we start bringing anything in. We also have to seed these before we bring anything in. And then we can start going out and collecting the elemental stones from elsewhere on the map and mining them and shipping them in. So I think we're going to leave this here for right now. I'll do this mirroring off camera, and then we'll come back in and be able to actually hopefully start making some stuff in the next episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.